Dyneja. A story, a journey, a calling. Created for Dyneja students.
Dyneja. The journey begins.
Every morning the fjord looks different. But you always stand the same way.
Is that good or boring?
It's steady. I trust steady.
When Jarlbjorn lifted his blade, I felt like he was staring straight through me.
That's the Rav. You don't need strength to stop someone. Just intention.
I'm trying to learn that.
You're already learning. You looked at me like that. Yesterday.
In the late Vendel age, the North carried a faith older than any saga, older than the runestones that still stand between forest and field. They carved their prayers and their names in the sharp lines of the elder Futhark. Runes that held memory, promise, and the will of the gods. And above all gods stood the one-eyed wanderer, Odin, whose presence was felt long before his stories were ever told. His ravens were feared and honored, not just as birds, but as watchers of thought and memory, messengers between men and fate. When a raven circled a battlefield, fighters would look up and wonder whose mind was being weighed, and whose destiny was unfolding. So the warriors of the North began to shape a discipline in the raven's image. A blade held still, its point fixed like the raven's stare, not striking, but deciding. For they believed that power does not begin in motion, but in attention. And the raven's gift was this: to see the strike before it is born. He enters Grunnstød, hips low, breath centered. Then the draw. He turns his hips toward the scabbard on his left side. The right hand finds the hilt. The left hand pulls the scabbard back, freeing the steel in one smooth breath. But unlike tack, the blade rises not upward, but forward, straight from the hip to the line of sight. The point rests toward the opponent's face or throat. Not threatening. Not retreating. Just watching. Elbows loose. Wrists alive. Shoulders soft. Then the step. Small, quiet, claiming only the ground his intention requires. Let us see it slowly. The hips turn. The scabbard draws back. The blade rises forward like a raven's wing. The eyes sharpen. The line is claimed. And the Hrafn holds the world still.
When you stood in the raft, you didn't move at all, but I felt it, like you filled the whole space.
That's the point. Stillness can be louder than shouting.
You do that to me.
What?
You make everything else stop.
Then don't look away when it happens.
In our time, many rush to respond, to fill silence, to prove themselves with noise. But the Hrafn teaches another truth. That presence is a form of strength. That stillness, when chosen, can hold more power than all the frantic motions of the world. Whether on a fjord in the Vendel age, or in the noise of our modern lives. Sometimes the strongest act is simply to stand and let your intention speak before your voice ever does.